My apologies for the delay this week in my videos as I've been well and truly under the weather health-wise. Hopefully I'm through the worst of it and it is up and up from here. Well, it's been a great week so far for the crypto market, but let's not forget the amazing opportunities we still have with the monumental amount of airdrops that will be happening in 2024. It is so hard to keep track of all the opportunities, so I feel there needs to be some kind of daily routine and reporting or recording of data to honestly keep up with it all. Chasing airdrops, I feel, could actually be a full-time job during 2024, all on its own. So let's call this video part 1 of our daily airdrop workout, and what I'm covering in this video is only a small percentage of the airdrop activity that is available. It's just what I'm currently focused on, and I hope to add more to this routine. So if you're bullish on a certain project or networks providing airdrops very soon, please let me know so I can add it to my daily routine. Generally speaking, I go for the airdrops that are realistic and only require small budgets. So normally I don't go for anything on the main Ethereum network, as the fees tend to negate any airdrop opportunities. Well, for those with smaller budgets like me anyway. Anyway, I digress. Let's get started. Okay, before we get started on our daily morning routine for airdrops, I want to let you know that I'm building an airdrop activity spreadsheet that you can record your activity on, because there's so many airdrops to get involved with. There's some of the airdrops I'm doing right now on this video is only just a handful of the airdrops that I'm currently active in. I will have a spreadsheet available at some point in the near future for people who want to record their airdrops and keep an eye on their activity. So make sure you subscribe to the channel or subscribe to my free newsletter every week to get notified of that. The link is in the description of this video. So you'll be able to record the date, your wallet that you're using, protocol, the action that you're taking, whether it's a single crypto, the amount, whether it's crypto pairs, so which pairs you're using and the amount that you've put in for those pairs. And then you'll be able to add notes as well to that activity. Now the results of those will be displayed in another sheet. I haven't designed yet, but I will design that in the coming days. So make sure you jump on board, subscribe to the channel, or get onto that email newsletter to be notified of when that comes available. Now the first thing I normally do is I jump onto the Jupiter airdrops. Now Jupiter's already done its first airdrop in 2024, but there is more to come for Jupiter. So it's important to jump onto Jupiter and get active every day with the Jupiter exchange to make sure you're getting as much volume on there as possible that you can afford, so you can receive those airdrops when the next airdrop comes available. Now the best thing you can do is jump on the jupe.ag, and there's 5 different options here. You've got swap, limit order, DCA, bridge, and perpetual. Now every day I come onto Jupiter and I do swaps, I do limit orders, I do DCAs. Now I haven't done the bridge yet, but I'm going to do that in the near future. It's bridging from Ethereum over to Solana. And perpetuals, now perps is a little bit more advanced, but we're going to show you real quickly how to get involved with that as well. Now the first thing you can do is just simply do a swap. So here I have some USDT, so I'm just going to swap half of what I have in USDT for a Solana and just do a swap. Confirm that. Now there's a swap out of the way. Moving on to the next one, limit order. Now limit order is pretty simple. All you need to do is create an order to whether you want to buy or sell a certain cryptocurrency. Now I've got a bunch of limit orders here of when to sell my Solana if it does pump. So I'll just give you a quick example of how that works. Okay, let's just do a really quick limit order for Solana. So I want to buy Solana if it drops in price. So currently the price of Solana is $101. Now I want to buy 0.25 Solana if it drops to, let's say, $95. So 0.25 or 0.26 Solana, $25 USDT if it hits $95, and that is your limit order. So I'm selling USDT, but I'm buying Solana at a cheaper price, and that is a limit order. So every day just go in, put a limit order in. Very, very simple. Doesn't have to be much. It could be $10, it can be $20. Doesn't have to be much. Do it every day and it'll accumulate nicely over time. Okay, that limit order is done. That's 2 out of the way. Now we want to DCA. So I have $10 left for USDT. Now I want to DCA into Solana. So it's very similar to limit order. This is going to create multiple orders over time and not in relation to the price so much. So I'm going to buy Solana, $10, and I'm going to buy every day. I'm going to do this every day, and I'm going to do 5 orders per day, and that's going to buy $2.12 of Solana every day, and it's just going to be randomly purchasing at certain times. So that is DCAing into Solana using USDT. And if we start DCA, now you can create an advanced strategy for pricing if you want to buy Solana at a certain price, but I'm just going to do DCA straight up and let Jupiter handle the rest. Now bridge, I have not done bridge yet. You can bridge Ethereum over to Solana or vice versa, Solana over to Ethereum. Something I will get into at a later date. Also pretty good to do if you understand and are confident in bridging to and from Solana. Now perps is another one. Now what we can do with perps is what you're going to do is you're going to decide whether Solana is going to go up or Solana is going to go down. Now let's just do some Solana here, 0.25. I want to long Solana at 0.25. I'm going to go with a 1.4 leverage. Now don't go with too much leverage and it doesn't really matter too much, but just keep the leverage low because you're going to create this long and then you're going to close it out real quickly. So you don't need to understand too much about how perps work. Just make sure that when you start a long or short, just close it out in the next few minutes and make sure that you don't let that running too long, because if you don't understand perps too much, it's best not to touch them. But if you open a short or a long and then close it real quick, then you're creating volume on Jupiter, and that's going to help with your airdrop as well. So down below you should have your details. There you go, Solana. I've longed 1.39 leverage, $25. In order to just create some volume on Jupiter, we're just going to close that out straight away. And what have we got here? Current position $35, entry price 101, liquidation price 29, current leverage 1.39, current profit and loss 1 cent. It doesn't matter, and that just closed that out, and therefore we've created more volume on Jupiter Exchange. And that's as simple as it is for Jupiter. Do that every day. I've done 4 steps there. I'm going to start doing the bridge to and from Ethereum as well on my daily routine. Now, if you want to do multiple wallets, probably not such a bad idea, but make sure you do them on alternating days. So today I'm using one wallet. Tomorrow I'll come back to Jupiter and I'll use another wallet. So maybe best to try and alternate it that way and don't go crazy. Like for example, I've just used one wallet. Now I switch to another wallet and I straight away start creating more volume on Jupiter with another wallet. That might be a problem for when it comes to the airdrop. It will certainly be better to spread out your wallets over a certain period of time instead of trying to do them all at one time or all on one day. So that is Jupiter Exchange. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so while we're on Solana, we're going to stick with Solana and we're going to jump into Phantom, and make sure that you check your Phantom wallet for any new quests, because Phantom will be doing an airdrop sometime in 2024. So make sure that you've completed all your quests, and I have a video on the Phantom airdrop in the card link above, so make sure you check that out as well. So I've done the mobile quest, I've done the drip house quest, and I've claimed my Solana Phantom collectible. So make sure you complete those quests, check those quests out if there's any new quests coming through. My collections from Drip House have been coming through steadily. So yeah, just a quick check of the Phantom quests to make sure those are all completed, or if there's any new ones coming on board, but so far nothing at the moment, but make sure you check those out every so often. And we're jumping over to Camino. I have stacked some Solana into Camino through Marinade as well. Now I have a video on Marinade as well as Camino in the card link above as well. Make sure you check out that airdrop. But today I'm going to check out my Camino stake. Currently the points system is on board for Camino. I currently have 113,000 points. And if I visit my points hub, I'm earning 5,300 points per day. And if we jump into the rates and boosts, you'll notice that depositing Solana, USDC and USDT, borrowing or lending any of those will get you a 5x boost. So I'm going to build up my points per day to 10,000 points per day by utilizing these 5x boosts. So what I do now is have a look at my breakdown. I've got plenty of stakes. I've got liquidity, 3 liquidities, and I've got borrow and lend here as well, which is earning me the most boost. So I'm going to keep building this position to boost my points in Camino. And what I do every day is I come here and I deposit my Solana. Now where am I getting my Solana from every day? Check out the card link above for BonkBot, trading sniping meme coins. Make sure you check out that video to learn how to earn extra Solana and BonkBot tokens sniping meme coins. Now I get my Solana from sniping meme coins and then I deposit into liquidity on Solana here. We jump back into this page. All I need to do is supply my Solana. Normally I'm just going to do 1 Solana per day and deposit that into Camino and just confirm that. Wait for that to finish. Do that every day, building up my Solana deposits, and eventually I'm going to have enough. I'm going to borrow some more stable coins, probably USDT, and that'll get me another 5x boost right here. My current health is pretty good because I've been depositing 1 Solana every day for the last few days. I'm going to keep doing that. When I get to a point where I've got enough Solana deposited or supplied, I'm going to borrow USDT or USDC, and then I'm going to loop that by purchasing more Solana or purchasing Pyth or any other particular bullish coin on the Solana network that I quite like. So, and that I can actually resupply here in Camino or even Marginfi or even back over to some other protocol in Solana that might be doing an airdrop. So every day coming over here, checking my points hub for Camino, depositing Solana into the hub for that 5x boost, and then borrowing USDT or USDC and buying again from that borrow. So that is Camino, making sure I deposit every day or supplying Solana every day. And I've already deposited 7 Solana in there, and from Marinade Sol, MSol, I've deposited quite a few MSol in there as well from Marinade. So once again, check out that video in the card link above, depositing into Marinade and bringing over your MSol into Camino to supply into Camino, and then borrowing BSol and then staking in liquidity. Keep building on that every day to make sure you keep building your points total. 113,000 points, not a huge amount of points in relation to some of the whales out there, but for me, I'm a small bag holder, that's plenty. And if I keep doing this every day, I'm going to keep building up. Hopefully I'll have 200, 300, perhaps 400,000 points by the time the airdrop happens, and you never know how much that might bring. But it's worth just keep doing this every day, making sure you've got more points. Okay, now moving on to ZK Sync. Now ZK Sync is going to have a decent airdrop in 2024. Not sure exactly when that might be, but one of my favorite protocols on ZK Sync is ZK Swap Finance. It is an absolute gem of a protocol. Check out the card link above for my reviews on ZK Swap Finance. And the farming that I'm doing on ZK Swap Finance, I think will be an absolute windfall in 2024. One of the big benefits of using ZK Swap is because it's on ZK Sync, and it is part of building towards that airdrop. One of the awesome features that ZK Swap Finance has on the actual protocol itself is the ability to look at your point system in relation to the ZK Sync airdrop. Now, I'm not sure how legit this is or how accurate this is, but I like to look at it. It keeps me up to date on where I need to be or what I need to do in terms of the ZK Sync airdrop. Now, if you look here on the ZK Flow section of ZK Swap Finance, or the ZK Sync network, and we have the airdrop eligibility simulator. This simulation is based on Arbitrum's airdrop criteria and is only for illustrative purposes. But even though it's only for illustrative purposes, it gives me a great idea of where I'm lacking and what I need to do in relation to building up my transactions and my volume for the airdrop. So I'm currently at 3,250 points for ZK Sync. On the ZK Sync side of things, as you can see here, one of the transaction interactions, I've completed all of them. Here we have, you've conducted transactions during 2 distinct months. It's very soon it'll be 6 months. And then bridge to ZK Sync, native bridge to ZK Sync area, which I do very often. And the transaction values is a bit over my budget, 10,000, 50,000, 250,000. Assets bridge to ZK Sync, 10,000 and ETH, 50,000, 250,000. So a little bit too much for me, but never mind. Every day I'm literally coming here. I go over to my farm and I check out my pools. I harvest my ZF tokens and I redeposit new ETH into these pools whenever I can. I'll jump onto the bridge and I'll bridge over Ethereum from either Ethereum or Polygon, and I'll go back through and start swapping into these farms and depositing liquidity into these farms. So that is my main goal for ZK Sync, is to farm the ZF token and ZK Swap Finance. I really do believe that ZK Swap Finance could be 50 to 100x in the next 12 months, in my opinion. But the benefits are there of earning the points for the ZK Sync airdrop. And the beautiful part about this is you can see the scroll one as well. You can see linear, base, mantle, and ZK EVM. So on the scroll network, I can have a look at what transactions I haven't done yet, what transactions I need to do to earn more points for this scroll airdrop. So therefore, then I go to scroll bridge. I can then jump over to scroll bridge, and then I can bridge over Ethereum to scroll, start building up that volume for this scroll airdrop. So very, very handy. Then I've got Base. I like Base quite a lot. One of my favorite platforms on Base is Scale. Very, very interesting project. Check out Scale in the card link above. I really have a good overview of Scale on Base there. Again, just gives you an idea, just a simulation of where you're at with your airdrop schedule, or what you need to do to interact with the platforms or the networks a little bit more to gain more volume and get more airdrops. So for ZK Sync, I'm going to start jumping onto Sync Swap, and I'm going to start interacting with Sync Swap, start swapping over tokens and start bridging tokens over from Ethereum to ZK Sync through the bridge here, and start earning some points and start earning some volume through Sync Swap, another one of those major dexes for ZK Sync. So really important to start utilizing all of the attributes of these networks in order to gain points and gain volume. There's so many applications on ZK Sync, but there's a few that are really a must to use, like SyncSwap, probably Maverick, ZK Sync Error Portal, things like that. Start utilizing those every day. Don't just use the one like I have been doing, ZK Swap, but utilize multiple types of platforms or protocols in the ZK Sync ecosystem to start building your bags and building your airdrop points for when the airdrop comes along. It's going to be a big one for ZK Sync, I can assure you that. Don't forget my airdrop activity sheet. I'm still working on that, but make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel to get updates on that, or jump on the website, sign up for the email newsletter, get some updates about that for when that is released. Really good idea to keep up to date with your airdrop stuff, because there's so many different airdrops happening lately, hard to keep track of them all. So this little application here I've created on Google Spreadsheet will allow you to keep track of your airdrop activity and help release the stress of trying to think about what you've done for your airdrops every day. So that is my goal with that spreadsheet. Well, that concludes part 1 of this daily airdrop routine. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell to get updates when they become available. I'll keep you posted when I finish the airdrop activity Google Sheet, so it's easier for everyone who wants to use it to keep up to speed with their transactions. Talk to you in the next one. Bye for now. Cheers.